Today we're making a steampunk inspired card with distress oxides, some glitter ink, some random little chipboard elements I found in my stash, and it's just gonna be a fun little mixed media project.
You're now watching Kraftpocalypse with your host, Anna.
Hey, let's make a card together. Today I want to do something that is a little bit, I guess, steampunky. I just did a card front the other day that was more steampunk and I kind of liked it. And then I just recently found this stamp set from Bo Bunny that's actually called Steampunk Stamp. And I have this one as well that's from close to my heart. It's called Lifetime. And then I pulled out some of my chipboard elements. I have they're for scrapbooking mainly, but I think if I turn them around and paint them or ink blend over them or whatever, they will come pretty handy. I also pulled out some of my random sort of die cut elements. These were sent to me by a friend. Put out my matte stack craft cardstock. And then if I want to do a separate layer, I got some white cardstock as well. And then I have this paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. What is it called? Dark Map. I think this can go really well as well. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna tear a piece of paper first. Okay, here we go. I'll put this to the side. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I just recently made these glitter ink sprays. I have a red one with gold glitter. I have a white one. And then I have this brownish color. Yeah, it's brown with some gold in it. And it really works well. And it has alcohol in it. And I do use distress oxides. And they react with water. I mean, they obviously react with alcohol as well. And they react a little bit different. So you'll be able to see how they do if you spray distress oxides with alcohol. Okay, I'm just gonna tape this down a little bit, just so it doesn't move too much. Okay, which colors? I gotta grab my little ink blending tools. I forgot to pull those out beforehand. Okay, we'll go for some vintage photo. Oh, I'll go with some evergreen as well. If it wants to come out of the slot. There we go. Evergreen. Hickory smoke. And stormy sky for the start. And another ink blending tool. There we go. Okay. And because this is all gonna be sprayed, you don't have to dab the ink off, and the craft cardstock shows the stuff different anyway, so. Okay. That's pretty good for right now. I pulled out 4 ink blending tools, and then I usually end up using the same little dauber anyway. Those felt pads, or those sponge pads, come off real easy. There we go. And I made these ink blending tools from little wooden pegs from Hobby Lobby. If you've watched my other videos, you've probably have heard me mention that before. This will need more color, I believe. A little bit there. Let's see how this vintage photo is gonna show up. But I already can tell that I will need more color. This is kind of a sepia color, which I feel like the name kind of implies that. Okay. Whoa. Let's get a little bit more. Let's go in with some fired brick. Let's get a little bit of red in there. There we go. And I'm being relatively haphazard with my colors here. Don't have a real good plan on how this is gonna turn out. I sometimes like to just sit down and start working on stuff, and then we'll see where we get with it. There's no failure in art. Or at least there shouldn't be any fear. Oh, look at that. My ink pad is lifting off the base. I've never experienced that. I don't know if you can see, but... Oh, that's weird. Oh well. As long as it holds the ink. Okay. I think that's pretty good for right now. What I'll do, I'll set these over here. My first step is, I made this little spray booth not too long ago from some foam core, just because. Let me see. Okay. And I kind of swirl it so the mica powder doesn't get stuck. And this has, as I said, some gold glitter in it. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the red as well. Oh, there we go. That actually looks pretty nice. Okay, let me grab my heat tool. I gotta carefully lift my piece of cardstock up. Here comes the sound of the heat tool. Okay, tool goes back over to its place. Spray booth. It has already some nice buildup. I like it. Okay. I could have taken this off beforehand, but I'm actually gonna cut this. We'll have to cut this to size anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'll bring in my little Bara stamping platform. Put my cardstock in. Whoa! Secure it down with some magnets. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put all these stamps on there, kind of randomly. Key, a couple of screws. Okay. And then I'll use Distress Oxide Black Soot. And I'm not worried about inking it up perfectly. I don't mind it having that distressed sort of look. Oh, I like it. Okay, and then I go ahead and somewhat rearrange my stamps. Ink it up again. Okay, I gotta get a little bit more stamps over here. Whoa, there we go. Reorganize the screws a little bit, there we go. Whoa, okay. You can go up here. There we go. Don't want to have too much overlap either. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll get these off the block. I will clean them later, maybe. I just recently heard that Tim Holtz never cleans his stamps, which is kind of impressive. But then I guess they also get conditioned every time you stamp, so I do like to wipe off my stamping platform, the clear part, because I usually just smudge ink around. And then this set has this stitched line. I will use that later. Okay. Now, let's see. It needs a little bit more brown. I am going to go ahead and get some of these bow bunnies. There we go. Well, that's interesting. Where's the third gear? I'm missing a gear. I didn't notice that, and that stamp set is brand new. Oh well. Might have fallen off and I just didn't notice it. Okay. Up to fret. I'll just keep going. Can pick them up like this. And then you just keep re-inking them. Oh, there we go. Still, stamping platform is very handy. There we go. I actually would like to know where this third gear went, but okay. Putting these two up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and spray another little... I'm gonna spray some white this time. Shake, 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 shake. Still residue on the bottom. Should be fine though. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry like it is. I'm just gonna set it to the side. No heat tool necessary this time. What I am going to do next is... Oh. This stamp set has this very nice big clock with the crown on it. I'm gonna blend a very light vintage photo background and then stamp on it with my VersaFine. Whoa! And then fussy cut it out. Okay, and we'll go in for some ground espresso as well. For a little bit darker. There we go. I think this will work nicely for some really nice steampunk look. There we go. No, okay, where's my brush? Fine, here it is. Very nice. I'm not doing any spraying on this one. Ooh. They stick pretty well. Especially the first time you get them off. There we go. Okay. Doesn't need to be 100% straight. Oh, there's it is. Okay. Making sure I'm inking it up really well. Okay, very nice, I like it. I'm gonna re-ink it just because I can. There we go. That looks nice. Okay, where's my small little scissors? There they are. Oh, and there's my stipple brushes as well. Well, I might or might not use that later. Okay. Let's go ahead and just cut a cutting rough around the edges. There we go. And then we can go in and go a little bit more detailed. I'm not gonna be too detailed. I don't necessarily think it needs it. If you have a scan and cut, you obviously can go very detailed. You also can do this with your Cricut machine if you want to play around, but I'm stuck in my fussy cutting scissors. But I don't find it necessary to do that, because you have to take a picture and it's a whole nother little project to do that. There we go. First part done. Okay. Now to the ground bits and pieces. Here we go. Almost there. I did just tear that out, but it doesn't matter. And obviously I could have just stamped this on craft cardstock, but honestly, then it would just be one color. I like that it has a little bit of different shades. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. Here we go. Okay, we'll take this out of the way. Put it over here. And then this says, oh, I don't even need to show you the spray booth. This has dried and it's pretty shimmery. And I like that we have this like nice contrasting color here now. Okay, I gotta cut this to size. I'm gonna cut this for a 5x7 card. So we are going to cut this 6 3/4 right here, and also this would be 4 1/2, 4 3/4 right here. Perfect. Okay, now I think, oh, this is metallic. I like this. Oh, here goes stuff flying. Let me just spray this little piece of cardstock with a little bit of red, and then a little bit of brown, and why not with a little bit of white? Okay. Could have sprayed the snowflake in the same. Snowflakes are not really steampunk, but then again, I think it will all work together very nicely. Okay. Now I actually will have to reuse the heat gun. Here comes the noise. Okay. Okay. I am simply going to commit to put this little band right there. I got some Bailey Arts glue with the fine tip on it. This can go right here. Where did my snowflake go? Not sure that I want the snowflake. I also gotta leave room for sentiment, which I'm gonna use Life is Sweet, and I think I'm gonna stamp it down here. Okay, you gotta go. Let's see about a chipboard piece that's big enough. Oh yeah, this will fit. It will just miss a little bit of the little squiggly line. Let's do that real quick. I'm flying all over the place today, huh? But then again, it's a process, and it's not always streamlined. And I usually create on the go, so go with black. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll go with a little bit of vintage photo or ground espresso. Don't really matter. give this tag a little bit of a more actual vintage look versus a... I think this is for a girl's scrapbook. But there we go. This looks pretty good. Okay. And then I'm also not too... I should have done this beforehand. I'm just toning this down a little bit. Vintage photo, and then old paper. Vintage photo, old paper. Tea dye works great as well. There's just the colors that will tone down stuff from the Distress Oxide palette quite a bit if you need to. And this actually left me with a little bit of shine on that cardstock. Okay, Life is Sweet will go right there. So let's just glue that down. There's a sense of commitment in that, to just start gluing stuff down. We said also, it closes a couple of doors, but I feel like it also opens doors. There we go. Okay, now I can trim these pieces off here. And then do we want to set this on a block? Oh, I see a little postage stamp that will go there. Yes! This is an Austrian postage stamp. I have a whole postage stamp collection that has been sitting around. And these are just loose stamps. And I'll probably have like 200 of these stamps. Okay. Guess what? I'm gonna put some vintage photo on it. Because why not? And this stamp actually is probably considered vintage by now. Because it is from 1984. This stamp is older than I am. Theoretically. Gluing it down. Right there. Okay. And then our big clock can hang out right here. And I'm not gonna go from blocks. I'm just gonna go full on glue. I do love Belly Arts glue. Goes on very smooth, dries pretty fast. Okay. Here we go. I don't think it needs anything else. Oh, yes it does. I have not tried this iridescent glitter. I picked it up yesterday from Hobby Lobby. Can I fit my paintbrush in there? Let's see. No. What can I use? What can I use? Oh, okay. Take my stamp off. Flip my block over. Should be able to just... There we go. Ooh, that... Okay. I hope you can see this. This is very glittery. I like it. And it says it will dry clear, so I'm going around the bits and pieces of the clock to give it a little bit more extra sparkle. Oh, this is gorgeous. They had this in, I want to say, in gold as well. And it is over where the watercolor markers are. I think. Yeah, that's where I got it from. I think I might have to get some more of this. It's rather, it was $4.99, I believe, which is pretty affordable. And this glitters beautifully. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me see what it's called. Brewery's Liquid Glitter, Iridescent Glitter. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, how shiny that got. That is really nice. I'm really impressed with that because I have the Spectrum Noir glitter ink, and I don't think it is as glittery. I also have managed to stamp myself, but oh well. Okay. I'm calling this card done. Well, it's just a card front, but all I would have to do is put it on a card base. I don't have a card base cut, so I'm just gonna go all rogue and decide that this is it. Here we go. Here we have our steampunk here we have our steampunk inspired card. I can't talk anymore. It's late. Oh well. Have a great day. See you next time.
Thank you for watching Kraftpocalypse with Anna. Please continue to craft and keep your crafts crafty, you crafty crafter. Until next time, crafty craft.